Bruce Gilbert came to Texas from Pittsburgh in 1997 when he assumed the role of program director at KTCK, The Ticket in Dallas. The station technically had an all-sports format, but thanks to the air staff members' strong personalities, lifestyle content with an in-your-face attitude soon entered the mix, quickly creating a rabid fan base. From there, Bruce joined ESPN to become the general manager of its national sports radio network. Bruce later served as CEO of Red Zebra Broadcasting, a regional mid-Atlantic network of sports stations. But in 2010, Bruce returned to Texas as Vice President of News Talk and Sports Programming for CBS Radio in Dallas, overseeing KRLD AM and FM, the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network, and the Texas State Network. Since then, Bruce has served as VP of Sports at iHeartMedia, overseeing the Fox Sports Radio Network. He is currently Senior Vice President of Sports for Cumulus Media and the Westwood One Radio Network, while also supervising programming in several Cumulus markets, including Abilene, Amarillo, and Wichita Falls. Please welcome Bruce Gilbert to the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
All right, you made it to the 7th letter of the alphabet, in case anybody's counting. And how many of you have Googled the 10 Commandments of mulch? That stuck with me. I wish I would have thought of that. So who is Bruce Gilbert and why does he deserve this honor? Truth is, I can't and won't be able to convince you that I do deserve it. I don't think I do, but I am deeply honored and incredibly grateful. Congratulations to all the other inductees. I'm grateful to be in your class. This may be an individual award, but I think many have said it, and I'll say it too. Every success I've had in this business is because of the people I've worked for and the people I've worked with. The bosses, Brian Purdy, who took a chance on me, the colleagues who collaborated with me, the teams that I've led who have challenged me and made me better and smarter. I'm here because of each and every one of them, not because of anything I've done individually. I have to thank my parents. I wish they could be here. It's a little bit of a long trip for them, but I'm proud to still have them. Gary and Tink Voss. My dad, who is now 84 and legally blind, has been in radio for over 60 years. He got his first radio job a couple of months before I was born. He is still selling advertising for WPXN in Paxton, Illinois. My sister Becky is on air. She tracks shows on 3 different radio stations in central Illinois. And my brother Mike runs the Odyssey stations in Boston. Dad taught us radio, Mom taught us discipline, and they both taught us to work extremely hard, to be humble, and to respect everyone. I had a great upbringing, and I can't thank them enough. I wasn't born in Texas, but I love Texas. As the saying goes, I got here as fast as I could. I had a brief stint in Bryan College Station at the aforementioned WTAW. Ben Downs, a Hall of Famer, and his station in 1989. And then I went back east. I came back in 1997 when a guy named Dan Bennett hired me to take over this fledgling all-sports radio station. You may have heard of it. It's called The Ticket. I spent 5.5 amazing years there before getting the call to go to ESPN. And for the record, I want to say I get way too much credit for The Ticket and all of its success. That credit really belongs to the incredible on-air talent, many of whom are members of this prestigious hall. Mike Reiner, George Dunham, Craig Miller, Gordon Keith, Norm Hitzges, Chris Arnold, and really the best content management team I know. Dan Bennett, who's still the market manager, the man who hired me, and Jeff Catlin, who one day will be standing up here getting into this hall because he's been the longtime program director of The Ticket and is one of the best in the business. Between those Texas chapters, I worked at Hearst in Pittsburgh. I replaced a Texas Radio Hall of Famer, Dave Dillon, who is here today. And Dave called me out of the blue early this year and said he was nominating me for this honor, and I'll be forever grateful. Dave, I can't believe you thought of me, and it means so much to me and to my family. Speaking of my family, I wouldn't be here without the people that surround me with love despite my many, many problems and things they have to put up with and all of the faults that I have. I'll start with my beautiful wife, Amy, who is an incredible glass artist. She is a serial overachiever. The only thing she ever underachieved at was picking husbands. Hudson, my 16-year-old son, you're the kindest, most generous teenager I know. I'm so proud of you, and a hell of a baseball player, too. My mother-in-law, Joanne, is here. Thank you for letting this radio vagabond into your family. My stepsons, Michael and Jason, their wives, Nikki and Michelle. My daughters, Danielle and Amber, their husbands, Corey and Sam, they're all in the back. Thank you for not only being great humans and great parents, but thanks also for the 9 grandchildren. Almost 10. The 10th one is rounding third and on its way home. So that's something that will happen hopefully before the end of the year. And I got to end by saying the road here hasn't always been easy or smooth. This can be a difficult job. We all work hard, but I have 0 regrets. Every challenge taught me something. Every mistake made me better. It feels like just yesterday I was that young punk running around the radio stations, and now I'm this lucky old guy who gets to stand up here with you today. I'll leave you with a couple of lines from a song that's out now by a country singer named George Burge. The song is called It Won't Be Long. And if you know this song, this is the back half of the chorus, and it really is kind of a metaphor for what got me to this place today. It goes, buy the drink, steal the kiss, make the trip, take the risk, love hard as you can and just hold on, because life might be a lot of things, but it won't be long. Thank you for this incredible honor. I'm humbled, grateful, and really proud to be part of this legacy.